Hey, folks, what's going on? Ant Pruitt here. Hope y'all are doing well. I'm unfreaking believable. It is
Oops.
Thursday.
Oops.
It's Thursday. It is time for another hangout on there with myself for the smart photography community. As these dudes that I'm hanging with try to heckle me over there, but that's okay.
No, heckle you too.
Yes, I am not in Chateau Ghetto Studios, as you can see. But it's
He's losing his button poker.
no.
Yeah, he's losing his button poker right
That's
now.
not even the case. That's not even the case.
Well, yes,
oh, it's gonna be a good show.
This is the kind of crap I deal with some of these dudes.
I just love the high level of professionalism we have here.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, God.
Anyway, this is still going to be a hangout on there. I had to miss last week because I was traveling to Louisville, and I think we we did do the week before, but I didn't want to miss tonight. You know, it's just I don't like missing so many at a time. You know what I mean? So even though this ain't the most professional, but damn it, we're on air. So anyway,
Straight.
Who says we're professional? We all like to get together.
We got my man down in Texas, Mr. Michael King, joining us. How you doing, bro?
Doing pretty good. Other than the baseball team sucks, the football team sucks, the weather sucks.
So yeah, doing pretty good.
Right.
Yeah, normal life.
Right, normal.
Good grief, man.
Snafu.
And then also over in Southern California, hey, my man, what's going on, Mike?
85 and sunny. 85 and sunny.
Oh, shut it. It's damn near fall.
I've got my
here.
Christmas lights turned on.
Well, it's 86 here, and 86 is, nighttime.
It's damn near fall here, man. I can't stand you. Jeez. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get into this thing here. We had a challenge proposed 2 weeks ago because we missed last week, so it got extended. And it is a great challenge, in my opinion, because it's something that I hadn't really thought about, but it's also something that I don't always appreciate that I get to see every single day. And it's the golden hour. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Sweeney, but the golden hour when it comes to shooting your photos is usually that sunrise time right along in that area.
Sunrise, sunset.
Right at sunset. It's just as the natural light tends to soften a little bit and not be so harsh in the shots, and just gives you a whole different mood, you know, when you look at these photos.
Hence the term the golden state.
Golden State.
And also it means like when you're looking at the sunset or sunrise, the shade you have that kind of the yellow is more of a golden color than anything else against either a dark sky or just one that is just kind of going
Right. It's not as harsh is the way I like to look at it. But sometimes sunlight can hurt a little bit. I think I've seen a few shots that were submitted tonight where they're shooting straight at the sun, and it sort of defeats the purpose of the golden hour, in my opinion, because it almost gives you a big hot spot, you know?
Yeah. So just so you can know and brag to your friends, Ant, golden hour, better known as magic hour, is approximately 1 hour after sunrise or 1 hour before sunset. The sun has an altitude of 10 to 12 degrees.
right.
Oh, man, now that's nerd-tacular. That's what's up. Hey,
That's the name of the golden hour.
sweet.
That's how it got its name.
So you can whip out your protractor and a little string, and you can figure out if you're at 12 degrees.
You know, and see, I'm glad you mentioned that because we're going to look at my shot here eventually, but we're going to share some other photos that
There
were
was some beautiful photos.
So there's a lot of good ones in there, but we'll just highlight a couple of them before we look at our winning shot, and I won't hold y'all too long. But let me hit a screen share here, and
Poof.
which one is
Bunch
it?
of crash and burn.
No, don't say that.
You know your screen gives you blue teeth?
It does. Wow. Unbelievable. All right, you guys see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, so I can minimize. No, you can't minimize minimize that one. Damn it. Yeah, I have to minimize that one. Move that. Okay, do you see my screen now?
Yes. See,
Yep, I
see
see
it
it.
Moving the mouse
perfectly.
around? Okay, great. Because I don't have my other monitor, so it's freaking me out.
Aw.
Oh, poor
It's amazing how
baby.
your brain gets used
Poor
to.
baby.
Oh, shut it, you bastards. All
World's
right,
smallest violin.
let's take a look at a few of these shots here. I want to look at one from, I believe it's my man Robert Carlos. This one. All right. And I believe he uses an HTC M9. Um, it's not mentioned here because I guess he went through processing. But yeah, I think he's an HTC M9. And by the looks of it, I would assume that this is around the golden hour, at the end of the day, if you will. But my only problem with this shot is right here. Is I'm on a different monitor right now, so it doesn't hurt my eyes as much. But when I was on my other monitor, it was.
Yeah,
I
it's
thought
pretty
that was a
bright.
little.
It's
Yeah,
pretty
I thought that
bright.
was a little too much. The texture he's got in this shot with the clouds are great. I like the colors of it because it's that soft yellowish golden color. But that
To me,
hot
it's
spot right
green.
there, the dead center, just didn't do it for me. And I mentioned that to him over here in the comments, and, not necessarily to disparage him or anything. It's just, hey, my opinion, that's a little too bright. But at the same time, sometimes it can be difficult to tone that particular area down
Well,
without screwing up other stuff.
did he
Unless you
shoot
got
this
all
on an
bright
iPhone or
tubes.
an Android?
This is on
Android.
Android.
HTC M9. That's the latest HTC
Right.
smartphone.
Yeah, so I do a lot of these, and the two tricks I play a lot is to basically focus on the sun, and while the whole image looks dark when you do that, you can
Yeah.
actually bring up the sky using the shadow detail slider in Snapseed really well, and not
Oh,
blow
really?
out the sun.
Really?
Yep, the JPEGs will actually withstand that kind of processing pretty good.
Interesting. Didn't know that. But what are y'all thoughts on it? Go ahead with your thoughts, Keen.
The same thing. To me, I like the colors. It's a little and I don't know if it's just my monitor because I'm on a Retina monitor.
Well, it is sort
It's
of
a little green to
greenish.
me. It
Yeah,
looks a little greenish, and I wish it was more on the yellowish side.
gotcha.
And the other problem is, again, that big bright blob right in the middle.
Your thoughts, Mr. Sweeney?
I'm sorry, I'm having to text something right now. The joys of being on call.
Ooh,
Oh.
I didn't have to have that this week.
Yeah, I know you're feeling it. But no.
All right, so
well,
what was your question?
Oh,
Your
your
thoughts
turn.
on that shot?
It's a snapshot.
Mhm.
So one of the things I like to do, which really kind of adds drama to the image, is I don't put the sunball off and right into this picture like that. I'll try to literally cut the round disc off with something like a tree or a hilltop or something, even the frame.
Mhm.
In my personal opinion, I find that really bright spot just kind of really distracts from everything else.
Well, let
So
me
I use it
ask
to
you
accent an
something.
image, not necessarily be the image.
Let me ask you guys something because you mentioned being a snapshot, and I sort of feared that for this challenge because it's very easy to shoot snapshots of sunset, sunrise. Um, do you agree to that?
It can be done. It can be done the way like Sweeney does, but it is so easy to do a snapshot. So that's the big problem with this. But yeah, you can do it telling some kind of story, especially if you have more scenery in it and stuff like that. And little.
Right.
Right. So I took an image like this not too long ago, and I actually used the trees. I found a way I could put the trees into kind of a V and then
Yep.
drop the ball in the middle, and that actually worked pretty well.
Yeah, I want to say I've seen that shot, or it was somebody else's shot that I've seen
A
similar
lot of
to
people
that.
have done it. You may have seen mine. I posted it up on G Plus and a few other
Yeah.
places.
Yeah, it's pretty clever doing it that way, though, for real. But yeah, that was Robert Carlos over there in Southern
I
California.
like the clouds, but still snapshot.
Snapshot and 2 green.
All right, so now let's take a look at this one from Annette Holland. This was essentially shot from her hip. She's just walking along, said, "Oh, that's pretty." Boom, she snaps it. And she used an LG G4, which I think is a highly underrated camera. I've been seeing a lot of G4 shots from people, not necessarily from people that are conscious about what they're shooting. And you look at it and you're like, damn, that actually is a pretty good quality image, you know. But with this one here, Annette, just, like I said, I think she literally shot it from the hip because she was on the walk. My only beef with it is I asked if she was tilted to the right a little bit.
No, I got a couple of beefs with it.
Just with the building, sort of looks like it's leaning, you know, going from right to left, almost like it's tilted. So
It looked like it took a torpedo hit and it's sinking.
over there on the left. But that I like this shot. I mean, it is another little hot spot there, but overall, I dig this one. What are your thoughts, Sweeney?
So the hotspot bugs the crap out of me
because
I'm sure her phone does HDR.
Oh yeah.
But that aside, if you're going to have a hotspot like that, then work with it in post using some type of tool to drop in a starburst or maybe a few more rays to really kind of, you know, use it as an artistic element. She's got a little bit of ray going on, and I'd like to see her build on that. But I would lose the green bit in the corner and just focus in on the reflections of the water. And you would do that when you straighten out the image.
Yeah. Cut this out over here?
No. At the very bottom, the bottom right corner, that little bit of grass.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, the grass on the very...
Yeah, it doesn't belong there.
Yeah, that's right. If you would have tilted it, used the rotation,
right,
that grass would have gone out completely.
Yep. So she's got this really cool curvy line going through the lower third.
Dig it.
She's got this really cool reflection that with some post-processing to punch up the contrast and get the clarity, like over-processed clarity there.
Yeah.
Straighten the image and play with the rays a little bit. And she'd have a killer image.
Hey, let me ask you, regarding the clarity adjustment on this shot, is it the right understanding, at least this is how I understand it, is this area right here would pop out in a little more detail, the little ripples of water?
It would, well, so...
Because I've seen it.
Clarity is just, okay, let's see if I can do this simply. You have an image that's got a light and dark spot coming together.
Yep.
And it may be kind of fuzzy.
Yep.
So clarity basically fills in that fuzziness with a little bit darker color so it looks like it's a little sharper. Now, when you overdo that, it tends to amplify textures. And that's kind of what I'd like to see in the water because she's got this really cool shimmery look going on in the water. And I think if you punch that up a little bit and brought in some of the little, I see shades of blues and a little yellow, magenta. Yeah. But then, you know, I'm a processing fiend, so.
Oh, man.
I haven't met an image yet that I don't like to process.
Of course.
I can make it better.
I think I'm starting to turn into one of those junkies myself.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I agree with.
Well, I figure, you know, since God gave us tools, we might as well use them.
Use them, dadgummit. King, your thoughts? You feel the same way, right?
Yeah. If she would have tilted it over and everything, that would have made a lot of difference. And if you would have brought the clarity up, and even use Snapseed or something like that, and bring out some more of the, as you said, the rays. And also more detail in those clouds. The clouds are a little flat to me. And they could have been. If you do that, you can pop it a little more, and it would be an outstanding. It's a good photo, but it would be an outstanding.
I like the soft golden tone on this one here.
The tone's fabulous.
Yeah, that is. Great.
But it can use a little help.
All right, so let's move on to another one. I want to pick on myself. I hadn't done that in a while. Where'd it go? There it is. Whoa.
I
am spotting up. All right, this is my shot, and I was really curious to hear what you guys were going to say about it because I
right.
totally had to fake.
One, where are you? That also got the Huey P. Long Bridge in Louisiana.
That was in Louisville, Kentucky.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. With one tweak, just one tweak, I think this would be one of your best shots I've seen.
Awesome. Let me hear.
What do you think? What do you think I'm going to bitch about?
See, I'm not sure. Was it a line? Is it not aligned properly?
It ain't level.
Yeah. And dude, I struggled with that. I
The
struggled.
horizon, the bridge will not be level, but the horizon should be level.
So I should have lined it up from back there.
Yes,
Okay.
in my opinion. And of course,
Because I lined it up. I was lining it up based on the bridge and the pillars there.
well,
And
so
I can't
you
really
look
do
at the
pillars.
bridge, and your mind knows that the right side of the bridge is going to be lower than the left side because of how the mounts go.
Yeah.
And yet you're showing it level, and the horizon's got kind of a tilt to it.
I struggled with that.
The composition is awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
You've got a really strong line through the middle with the bridge. You've got the people down in the lower corner as a great anchor. And then you got the clouds going horizontal too.
I shot this thing. It wasn't quite sunset, but I knew I wasn't going to be back down there in that side of town that day, and it was hot.
Oh, I bet.
It was hot out there, but I was like, you know what? I got some processing I could do.
Now, let me ask you, did you try to bring up the blue and that little bit of sky at all?
Just a touch. Is at one point when I brought it up, I thought it overdid it a little bit.
So did you play with the color balance to basically blew up the image a little bit?
Yeah, up at that whatever that top section is in Lightroom, the very first slider.
Yeah.
I can take it into the blue. I think it's the temperature.
So if you drop down, you have to play with the highlight tones, midtones, and dark tones.
Yeah.
And it would be interesting to play with a highlight tone to see if you can bring up the blue ever so slightly in the sky without the rest of the image.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I tell you, I have to agree. This is Ant's best shot. It's almost an award-winning shot, but
No. His head's got to get through the doorway tonight.
Oh, shut it. Gentlemen, unbelievable.
Really,
I've just gotten notification that I am up here at the venue that I'm hanging out. Yeah, I was assuming we could blind myself out, but it's not going to work that way because of the position that I'm in. So one of you guys want to drive, and I'm just listening, and I'll drive us through.
okay. Why don't you take over, Mike? You're better at this than I am, and I'm coughing a lot.
All right, that means I got to get a new window and get myself all back into there. Give me a second. Oh, let's see here.
Unless you tell Ant what's. Oh yeah, you have to look at and tell him which one to go to next.
Well, it'd be the winning shot, right?
Let's do one. Let's do one of the next.
Another one.
Yeah, do another one that's the next highest, or the one right below it. This.
I'm waiting for it to load right now.
Yeah, tell me which one.
Excuse me. See, that's why I can't talk very long.
Okay, view photos.
Oh, Nicole's. Nicole H's. She has a good one.
Okay, I got all pictures here if you want me to drive out.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, let me screen share
Okay,
here.
Nicole H is a good one. She's at 8, and it's a beautiful photo from Nicole.
Whatever hand it is going to go all in now.
It's that sunset one. Nicole H, number 8, it has an 8.
Let's see here. So, which one do we want?
Nicole's. That's that one with the right. It's on the line above and on the far. You're on it right now, Mike.
Got it. That's pretty.
It's gorgeous.
That is a good one.
She hit a home run, I
I
think.
love seeing these nice panos. But even with that being a bullseye shot, it's still pretty good.
Beautiful.
'Cause I
Home
don't
run.
necessarily care for the bullseye stuff here recently.
So shot with a Galaxy S5, Photoshop Express, and Pixlr Express.
That seems to be her go-to tool here recently too. Is that Pixlr?
Well, she says the only thing she used it for was a copyright mark.
Oh, I thought she did other little processing with it.
So where is it? Yeah, see, she's got this little tiny copyright
Yeah, right at the very bottom.
right there.
But that's a God, she is so good.
Now,
She almost could make a job out of this.
I'm inclined. I like something like this better.
Mm-hmm.
I just have an innate dislike of bullseye.
See, I said the same thing.
It's a beautiful panel, but
I mean, I love the pano.
but when you zoomed in, zoom back like you had it.
Yeah, that's always a lot of fun around here. So let me slide over something like that.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous shot, and I think that would have made that would probably been even a better shot. It was nothing wrong with what she had. That was a beautiful panel, but I really think, well, you got it zoomed in right now, this would have been the ideal shot.
So this follows the traditional rule of thirds. You know, you've got 1/3 here and 1/3 on the bottom, and she's put the bright spot right, almost dead on, which is fine. But honestly, I just like the composition of this better.
Yes, you have the hills and the trees in the background, and you have the very right where the sun's setting, you have the other little hills and everything, and the topography.
I'll tell you, getting the clouds like she got right in through here,
that too.
that takes some doing, and that can really make or break a skyline shot like this.
And those clouds just pop.
Yeah, you can't have them boring. You know what I mean?
Those clouds actually look three-dimensional.
Yeah, they do. They have some depth to them, which is very cool. And she's got a little bit of lens flare at the bottom, which just warms my heart.
Yes. You must be a fan of J.J. Abrams. But no, but even like that, that's the way she just did the whole thing, even the panel, the clouds just pop on it. But if she would have zoomed in a little bit and like you had it cropped, I think it would have been even a better shot. It's a good shot now.
See, I can't. The way the zoom tool on Google works, I can't actually go up or down on the image, which really kind of sucks. Oh, that's interesting. Stop it.
Oh, you went back to, there it is.
Yeah.
That can be a pain in the butt sometimes with that little slider thing.
Yeah, yeah. Now,
and I think if you're running Safari or on the Mac, Google's really not happy. It's not played well with the Macintosh.
so now this one actually really intrigued me.
Yes.
I like the framing.
The fact
As
she
again,
shot through the
Tony.
windows.
I love the way Tony framed this one up.
Is this windows or is this like a awning?
I think it's an awning.
But you know what? Those vertical supports make it look like windows.
Yes. And then the awning on the side looks like it's like, those little skylights.
Yeah. Now this is another one where, let's see here. God damn it.
Now.
What I want to do, and I can barely do it. I'd like to bring up, I want evenness on those lattices on either side.
Mm-hmm.
Her default, there are days I really hate this thing.
I hear you.
So see how it's kind of uneven on the lattice on the left versus the right?
Yes, sir.
That just kind of bugs me. I like symmetrical images in some aspects, and when you border something or frame something is when I like it.
I think if she would have cropped that side a little bit, would have really helped because
Yeah, right where I got the mouse, I probably would have chopped it.
yeah, and they've been identical on either side. I have to agree with that one because I can see why she couldn't get over. There's a table right in her way, and
Now,
get it recentered.
something else, Tony. You see how you got just a little bit of edge light going on there? I'd probably play around in post-processing to see if you could bring up that edge light ever so slightly. 'Cause I just find that really intriguing. And the same thing down here on the left. You got just a hint of something there. And my mind goes, what's there? I want to see more of it. But just a little bit more.
Yeah. And then I like the reflection coming off the table.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that works.
And
you know why it works? Because it's pointing to the window effect.
Right, it does, and because you can see the pillars and everything. As I said, if she would have just cropped out that one side to that first post, and it would have been even on either side, and that's another hell of a shot.
Yep.
In fact,
good job, Tony.
Tony's always good. She's getting better.
All right. Any others before we look at the winner?
And
nothing comes to my mind. Well, I like the one from Christine down there.
Chris?
Okay.
Which one's that? Which one are you talking about, Ant? This guy?
The next one over, I think.
This one? No.
Might need to zoom up a little bit.
That's not it. That's not it.
Scroll up a little bit. Or is that as far as all of them?
That's all of them. At least I clicked on all pictures. So that's what it showed me.
Okay. Ant, which one is you're talking about? Because we can't.
There it is.
That's there it is. Okay. Oh, I love that too. I think I voted for it.
That's definitely a fun shot.
Yes. And then when he has the shadows from where he's standing, you can see the shadows going in there all the way up to that orange, the kind of the golden glow off the buildings. I like that shot.
Yeah. Now,
and the way he framed it a little bit can be changed a little.
One thing I might have tried is cranking up the contrast on the shadows, just so they stand out a little bit more against the light.
Yes. And I guess the way he's doing it, the building kind of tilts a little bit, but I think that sign in front of
the building's actually tilting opposite directions.
Yeah, I think it's just the way the lens looks, because the poles are straight, the line is straight on either side. I like this shot. If you would have just done a little more to the
So this is a Samsung 920,
which is
I don't know what that is.
Ant would know because he knows Android.
Yeah. Fascinating.
Oh, you and I are running the show. He dropped out.
Oh, okay. Good enough. Well, in that matter, we're going to look at the winner.
Okay.
Now, I like this shot. I like it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
My only nit is I might have played with the clouds to try to punch them up a little bit.
That's the only complaint I have. The clouds, like Nicole, her clouds had that 3D look to it.
Yeah, these are kind of flat.
Right. If he would have done something to make them pop like that, it's a great shot. It's a great shot now. But if you would have done those clouds to make them pop, make them have more of a 3D look, that's even going to be even great.
Yeah. I mean, he's got the makings of an awesome, and I'm a sucker for silhouettes like this. And he's got lens flare.
Yes. Oh, Ant's back.
And he's got some really cool water going.
Oh yeah, I said the shot is just great. The shot is absolutely great.
Oh, we got 2 Ants.
You gotta notice that. Well, 2 ants are better than no ants.
Yeah. Clones, evil clone.
Yeah, but if he would have done something with the clouds, make them more 3D, I think the shot would be even better.
Well, be that as it may, he certainly won.
Oh yeah, it's still a good.
Clearly walked away. He walked away with that.
Appreciate that.
He walked away with that.
GSDOcam, excellent.
Yes.
That was a go-to editor of mine for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard of that one.
I haven't heard of this camera.
Oh, what's the new? It's one of the new. I think that's the new Sony.
Whoops.
Don't they have new smartphones and everything? And they do have Sony does have a Android camera.
Well, they do, but I thought they were all the Xperia lines.
That's what this is, an Xperia.
Oh, it is Xperia. Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't see that. Sorry.
Xperia Z3. So yeah, that's an Android camera. It's
I'm looking at it right now. I've never seen one.
They're neat looking. They look like a smartphone, but they also look like a point and shoot camera that runs the latest Android.
Yeah, kind of square looking.
Uh-huh. And it actually has a point and shoot type lens on it. So
Nice.
it's a and it runs.
there
It
we
said
go.
it runs a full Android, and it's a neat camera.
Yeah, that's a big lens.
Mm-hmm.
Is that 20 megapixel? Sweet.
Yes.
New toys.
Oh yeah. As I said, Sony makes some good cameras that are actually Android on the Android operating system. They're point and shoots, but they are.
The problem is the software has been an issue with Sony.
Well, it's, same with goes with the Sony. The Sony smartphones. They have some of the same problems and everything.
Well, I'm glad Sony can actually run standard software, because Sony's got a bad rep for being really proprietary.
Yes, like their up and coming mirrorless cameras.
Yeah, I know. I won't buy one.
They're some of the most. Right now, they're one of the hottest commodities, and they also $3,000.
Yeah,
but
that's
again,
why I
they're
won't
so
buy one.
But they say that it will run anybody's lenses. Canon, Nikon,
Yeah.
Pentax. That's a railroad video company.
Yeah, well, I'm playing with a rented lens this weekend, 80 millimeter to 400.
Ooh, sounds neat.
Yeah, reach out and touch somebody.
Oh yeah, I like to have a big lens, but I just
All
can't
right.
afford it. Well, Ant, you want to?
Matt, you're on the clock, dude.
Yeah.
Jazek? I'm probably butchering your last name, and please forgive me.
Yeah, there's no way I can try that name.
Well,
no way.
Mr.
Nevertheless, he's on the clock.
Pruitt, want to sign it?
I'll reach out to him and we'll go from there like we normally do.
Mr. Pruitt, would you like to log us out or sign us out?
Sure. Let me let you guys tell everybody where we can find you. So, Mr. King, where do we find your work?
Flickr, Google Plus, not Yahoo, Twitter, and on Facebook. It's all the same thing. Michael King 4023.
All right. Thank you, my man. It's good to see you. Appreciate you hanging out with me in my wonderful professional studio here.
Oh, we had a good time.
Not to mention some of the antics going on back here.
Yeah.
I'm glad
I can hear the stage crew in the
my
background
editor.
So Ant, who out there is the best boy?
The best boy. This is wrong. Don't go there, dude.
It's
All
a
right,
film
Sweeney.
term. It's a film term.
Oh my
Who's the
gosh.
grip?
Yeah, the grip. This boy.
Oh, damn right. Oh, let me move this camera. There we go. That's
Who's
better.
the,
Sweeney, where do we find you?
Oh, you can find me in a lot of different places. Under the rug, outside. Yeah.
So not right.
That's about where Ant just gives up.
In this media.
You can find me at www.msmedia.me. That's M-E.
Yeah, it was fun.
You can find me on Flickr again. So if you really want to have some fun, go to Flickr. I've been on there since 2003. And you can look at the evolution of my photography there. The username there is YBNormal.
YB. Okay, I'll look you up. 'Cause-
Wow.
Okay, I'll look you up, Mike, because I'm on Flickr and I post constantly to Flickr.
Yeah, I'm actually
I'm
putting
just
a lot more up
using
to
it as
Flickr lately.
I'm just using it as backup, actually.
I do that too, but honestly, Ant, the new Flickr app is pretty damn good.
Oh yeah, it is.
It actually works really, really well. And that one thing alone got me to re-up my professional subscription on Flickr and get back to using it.
Nice.
So all you guys out there, check out the app. You might be pleasantly surprised.
I love it. I used it on both the
So wrong.
iOS and the computer.
All right. Well, thank you both, gentlemen, for joining me. Myself, last but not least, I am Ant Pruitt. Find me here. Find me on Twitter with the handle of Ant_Pruitt. Check out my writing over on A New Domain and forthcoming on Tech Republic. And and my site, antpruitt.com. Yeah, I got photos over there.
Bunch of dudes over there.
Hey, don't y'all do not encourage these dudes, okay? Do not encourage these dudes. Jeez. Where's that freaking cut button? Oh gosh, we're gonna cut this broadcast. Poor Google gives me an X rating on here. Oh my gosh. Thank y'all so much. I will get this thing published this weekend. It's good seeing y'all. Appreciate you watching. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button and get this automatic.
Practice.
And practice, folks. Practice your shots. Thank y'all again. We'll see you next time. Peace.